Brock, this is a woman that seduces rich men for a living. Ugh. Think about how amazing that woman is in bed.
Oh, gross!
Not gross. I'm a man. I need to be touched. I would like to be touched by an amazing-looking woman who wants only to please me. I don't want to be laughed at, denied, or even feel like the pathetic man I clearly am.
Does make some solid points, Brock.
Okay, let's figure this out.
The Terminus Mandate is the 8th episode of Season 7. It first aired on September 23rd, 2018, and was written by Doc Hammer. In it, the members of the Guild Council discover a rule that they cannot both serve on the Council and actively arch, so they all embark on one final act of arching. Meanwhile, Dr. Venture attempts to court a woman suspected of killing all of her previous husbands. The exterior of Red Mantle and Dragoon's house is shown in an establishing shot. Their house is designed to look like a real house in Brooklyn, colloquially known as the Gingerbread House. Inside, Dragoon hopes that their arch is Al from Home Improvement. This is Al Borland from the TV show Home Improvement. Meanwhile, Wide Whale's arch is revealed to be Curtis Sliwa, who was the founder of the Guardian Angels, a New York City-based group formed in the 70s that wore red berets and would intervene if they witnessed any criminal activity. Dr. Z's arch is revealed to be, of course, Action Johnny, but we're also treated to a little flashback that is nearly identical to an early Johnny Quest episode titled Curse of Anubis.
You will never escape, Johnny!
It's Buddy! He followed us!
Silence the animal!
Don't you shoot at my dog!
Hold it, Johnny!
You will never leave this place.
It's Bandit! He followed us!
Silence the animal.
Don't you shoot at my dog!
Hold it, Johnny.
Stupid dog is interfering with my spectacular plans!
Look, it is Anubis, the god himself, and he is displeased.
No, you fools! Come back! It's the dog stuck in a mask! How idiotic can you be?
My destiny is to be the leader of my nation, and no one will interfere. Look, it is Anubis, the god himself. He is displeased. No, you fools! Come back!
And Dr. and Mrs. the Monarch's arch is revealed to be Novia. Novia is the Spanish word for girlfriend, bride, or fiancé, depending on context. Also, her actual name, Teresa Dide, or Terry Dide, is taken from the Latin family name for cobweb spiders. For the longest time, I misinterpreted this line.
Yep, and here it is, your past, that smells like LA looks.
I thought Dr. and Mrs. the Monarch was making fun of the city of Los Angeles, saying that 21's hair smells the way that Los Angeles looks. But she's actually just saying his hair smells like the brand of hair care products LA looks. And just for funsies, this is the third time this turn of phrase gets used in the Venture Brothers.
Or that you made this decision without me and just dropped it in my lap like a hot, stupid idea, mad!
And what did we get? Hot bureaucracy poured in our laps. So it's just one of the things that comes with this life you chose.
Chose my keister.
My dad dumped this life on my lap like a cup of scalding hot responsibility.
This episode offers a little more information on Dr. and Mrs. the Monarch's past. She first mentions her former identity as Lady Au Pair back in Trial of the Monarch.
Well, I'm nobody's doormat. Before I met him, I was Lady Au Pair. I was feared, and I was respected. And not just by my murderous mop, it's by everyone.
In Fallen Arches, we get our first glimpse at the costume.
You seem perfect, but I can't stop thinking that I know you, Miss...
Au Pair, it's Lady Au Pair.
Lord, wow, feminine.
And these are my murderous moppets, and you don't know me.
That's a voice. Do you smoke cigarettes, or do you eat them?
Oh, forget it. All right, goodbye. Anybody want to mop it?
In Shadowman 9, we see a flashback of her as she decides to retire Lady Au Pair, which may be a direct result of losing the Faith Diamond to Novia, although she blames the Moppets in Shadowman 9.
So, Lady Au Pair. Okay, it seems that you bombed as a single.
Yeah, my murderous moppets were kind of hard to handle.
Nope, not interested.
This episode introduces Blind Rage, a blind villain based on the Marvel Comics superhero Daredevil. He has the Braille letters B and R on his chest, and is a member of the Peril Partnership. Red Mantle and Dragoon are revealed to have outlived all of their nemeses. However, Dragoon states back in Any Which Way But Zeus that he used to arch Desmond, aka the original Captain Sunshine.
You know, I used to arch him back in the late 60s.
The 60s? What was he, 10?
No! Well, Wonder Boy there was. That's not Wonder Boy, the big one is Wonder Boy!
So, this is Captain
Sunshine, yes, the original. You idiots are holding the wrong Captain Sunshine.
So, has Desmond died off screen? Have they put aside their differences? Or was this just a little canonical oversight? Phantom Limb and Hunter-Gatherers being nemesis was first revealed back in The Invisible Hand of Fate.
We've been investigating a university professor we believe is secretly a major recruiter for a global underground crime syndicate.
Drumroll! The Guild of Calamitous Intent.
And when Dr. Venture says
that I haven't been with a woman since Hank's graduation? Gross! You don't know the half of it.
He's referencing the prostitutes turned fly creatures from the end of Operation Prom, who it was revealed he did spend the night with in What Color Is Your Clean Suit? This episode will always be special to me because it's the only episode I ever watched for the first time with a friend of mine that was also super into the Venture Brothers. Aside from that, though, I had remembered this as a sort of so-so episode, and I couldn't have been more wrong. This episode rules. It's one of those episodes that just has this ridiculously fast pace that usually leaves me a little confused after my first viewing. Like, I remember not even realizing right away that Blind Rage in costume and out of costume were the same dude. Seems insanely dumb in retrospect, but my friend I watched it with didn't either, and she's a fucking doctor. To be honest, I'm still slightly confused about Novia. Like, she didn't kill all her former husbands? That was just bad intel from Night Dick? She used to arch Lady Au Pair, so that makes her good, right? I'm sure someone in the comments will explain it in a way that makes me feel like a complete idiot. But yeah, I love this episode, and I love the Venture Brothers. As always, thank you for watching, and go Team Venture. Tune in next week for The Forecast Manufacturer. If you dug this video, share it with a friend, and if there was some huge glaring thing that I missed in this video, follow me on Instagram at Ventureverse Guide to see these videos a week early and offer your input before I upload the final product.